Yes. Okay. So couple of kids are playing in the tournament still. So let me record the session for them. So let's start with Arav. Arav Agrawal, are you ready?
Yes, it is easy peasy. Can I tell you?
Yes. Yes.
H5 the rook to H2 नहीं तो C2 को जो C6 वाला था अगर जब ब्लैक का टर्न देगा नहीं तो H4 वाला खेलेगा.
हाँ क्या खेलना है बताओ ना बेटा क्या खेलो H2 खेलो या
H4 हाँ जो H5 वाला था.
H2. ओके.
हाँ
नेक्स्ट
जब इधर जाएगा वो इसे C1 को लेंगे तो वो व्हाइट को हरा दिए. नहीं व्हाइट को नहीं हरा दिए. जब वो रुक जो C2 को रखेंगे.
क्या कहाँ पे रखना है अभी? C2 C1 क्यों नहीं?
क्योंकि जब C1 रखे वो जो H2 वाला रुकता है वो ऐसे निकल जाएगा.
हाँ ओके. अगर आपने गलती से C1 रख दिया जैसे आरव ने एक्साइटेड होके पहले बोल दिया था C1 सर बट देन ही रियलाइज अरे ये तो H2 को खा जाएगा किंग है ना. It will capture the rook at H2. So be careful kids. Okay. So this is the correct move. Now what will white play kids? White will have no choice but to play this. और अभी आरव बोलेगा final move. Yes आरव.
मैं बोलूं?
हाँ बोलो बेटा.
हम लोग H2 वाला नीचे ले सकते नहीं तो C2 वाला भी नीचे ले सकते.
हाँ correct.
ताकि वो सेकंड में चल जाए.
Checkmate. This is blocked. Okay. This line is blocked. And this is a check and mate. Very nice Arav.
वो white को हरा दिया.
Yes, I clap for you. Very nice. Okay, let's go to Shubham. Shubham now. Shubham, this position is for you. Can you start your camera?
Yeah.
Okay. White to play. What will you play?
Sir, we will move E6 rook to E8.
Are you sure? यहाँ पे क्यों लेंगे?
So I mean the D2 rook to C2, sir.
D2 to C2. Okay. Yeah. और यहाँ पे क्यों लेंगे? यहाँ पे क्यों नहीं लेंगे बताओ?
Then it will give a check.
No, but do you really need to give check? Why do you need to give check? Because if you give check, I'll bring the king here and I'll capture your rook in the next move.
Yes.
क्या करना बेटा सबसे पहले इसको कॉर्नर में लेके आओ. मे बी हियर फॉर एग्जाम्पल. क्योंकि वैसे भी दिस इज अ ब्लॉक लाइन. Okay, this line is blocked anyways, right? So bring it to H2. Obviously it will come here and try to capture you. So just run away. Okay. Now it can either come here or come here, right? So wherever it comes, either khela ya either khela, in both the cases, you will give check from here. Okay. When it comes here, because उसको पता है कि next क्या करेगा. आप इसको तो खेलोगे नहीं क्योंकि ये तो ब्लॉक लाइन है ना. तो आप नेचुरली आप ये खेलने वाले हो, राइट? That's the reason black will play here. Okay. So black will play here. So you play a waiting move. Okay. यहाँ पे क्योंकि सपोर्ट है अपने को, राइट? वी डोंट हैव टू वरी. क्या ये किसको मार सकता है? क्या ये नहीं मार सकता है, राइट? तो वी विल प्ले द वेटिंग मूव. नाउ किंग ब्लैक डोंट हैव चॉइस. ब्लैक विल प्ले दिस एंड यू विल चेकमेट फ्रॉम हियर. अंडरस्टूड? ओके. या फिर इसको ऐसे भी कर सकते हो आप. सबसे पहले इसको यहाँ पे लेके आओ. ये जब यहाँ पे आएगा तो आप यहाँ पे लेके आओ. यहाँ से आएगा तो चेक. लेकिन फिर से वही सिचुएशन होगा. बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू गिव फ्रॉम हियर, इट विल कम हियर. सो अगेन यू विल प्ले द वेटिंग मूव. एज सुन एज इट गोज हियर, checkmate. Clear?
Sir, actually I had
Don't use your ideas, Shubham. Okay. Is this clear? So three
Yes,
important things we are using here, kids. One, blocking the line. Okay, bringing the rooks to the corners so that it will be away from the king. Okay, and then finally giving the checkmate. And also in between we use
strategy
one more
of
concept we
the
use.
last
Shubham,
also.
Shubham, pay attention, beta. One more concept we use in between here, the waiting move. Okay, when the king plays here, knowing that the next move is going to be at g8, okay, he plays here instead of going here or here, right? So at that point of time, you just play the waiting move. Okay, as soon as he comes, then checkmate. Understood? So, and also important point to note, kids, is the concept. Okay, concept of blocking the line, concept of playing the waiting move, and then concept of giving the checkmate, final checkmate. Okay, let's come to Arnav now. Yes, Arnav, this is for you. Ah, okay, for you to clear in you. 1 second, huh? Beta, give me a minute. Let me place the board position for you. Let me make it a little simple, little complex for you. Okay, here is the board position for you. Okay. Hmm.
Yes, sir.
And 1 second. Okay, now you can play from black side. I played this. Hmm.
Rook to G4.
Rook to g4. Which rook? Both rooks can come to g4
G2.
actually.
G2 Rook. G2
G2
Rook.
rook to g4. Okay, so what you did here, you blocked the fourth rank. So I think you want this king to come here and you checkmate accordingly, right? This is what
Yes,
your
sir.
plan is. Okay, I'll play this.
Rook to H7.
Okay, you are bringing this rook to h7 actually. I would suggest you to bring to h4. Reason is because this line is anyways blocked. So even if he comes here, he will not be able to capture this rook because we are anyways moving. But instead of that, if you come here and then it comes here, so there is a threat for your rook.
Then I will bring the rook on A4.
A4. Okay, you will run other side.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
no worries. Chalo, theek hai. So let's come here.
Rook to A4.
A4. Okay. Now,
Rook to H4.
okay, you are playing waiting move by bringing at h4. Okay.
Now rook to A3.
A3 or
This
h3.
A3.
Okay.
Rook to H3.
Now in this case, what you are doing, Arnav, you are wasting the moves actually by using the waiting. Waiting move should be done once or twice, kids. Okay. For every move, if you are waiting, you are wasting your moves, right? Now let me tell you, instead of this, okay, instead of this, when you moved your rook here, at that point of time itself, if you come one move, okay, it comes here, two moves, okay, okay. Now again we have to play a waiting move, right? So
Yes, sir.
instead of this, now what we will do, this is the waiting move. Now he cannot enter this area. Okay, he cannot enter this area, so it will come here. Okay, then check, it comes here. I change the side. Okay, now I will not have to play the waiting moves again. Okay, comes here, check, no waiting move, comes here, checkmate. Correct? Or even if it comes this side, still checkmate. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So little faster. At least it saves your 2 to 3 moves. Okay, I'm not saying the earlier approach is wrong, but then in that case, every move we have to play the waiting move. Okay, here you don't have to. Once you change the side, I mean, try to go away from the king. If the king is towards the h file, go towards the a file. If the king is towards a file, run towards the h file. Okay, so that
Yes,
it
sir.
will be faster. Okay, So any questions regarding the two rook mate, kids?
No, sir.
Okay, Shubham, particularly you, Shubham. शुभम के लिए शुभम के लिए एक देते हैं एक्चुअली, है ना? शुभम को करने के लिए एक बोर्ड पोजीशन लगाते हैं हम लोग अभी. गिव मी ए सेकंड किड्स. इसको स्टॉप कैसे करते हैं एक्चुअली? नहीं, ऊपर से एक्चुअली ये आता है मुझको ट्रबल करने के लिए. एक मेन्यू आता है, because of which I cannot open the new tab. Let me.
When you will bring the mouse pointer on that menu, then the menu will open.
Right, but then I don't want to bring it for that menu. I want to bring it for my browser.
So you
Okay.
can shift the menu.
Anyways, so let's come back. Okay. And this is for Shubham. Okay, because Shubham is troubling me. Shubham is not giving the right answers. Shubham, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I have two king. Okay. Now this is for Shubham, and I want Shubham to checkmate the black king. Okay. So yes, Shubham, ready?
Yes, sir.
चलो बताओ फटाफट.
Sir, we will put the F3 rook to F6. I mean F8.
F8 क्यों? रीजन बताओ. चलो छोड़ो. I will not ask you कि what to play. Why are you telling me to move here?
Sir, because the black king cannot go up or down. No, it can go down.
Okay.
But then it cannot go down anywhere
No.
because then
No, Shubham, actually this is not good move beta, because as soon as you go here the king will come and ask you to run away, correct? So it is wastage of move. Arnav, you have any suggestion? Arnav Umare?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have.
Tell me.
Rook to F5.
Rook to F5. But then what are you going to achieve because of this?
The line will block.
Okay.
But then actually if I take that move, we can make a waiting move.
What you said, Shubham? You're on mute, Shubham. Sorry. You're on mute.
Sir, if the rook goes to F8, then even if the king has to run away, we can make a waiting move because then the E2 rook can go to F2.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Your plan is like that. Okay.
Run away itself.
Okay. So king runs here. Then what?
So then we will do the F2 rook to H2.
H2. Here.
Yes.
Okay. Next.
Next we will go the F8 rook to G8.
Okay. Next.
Then we will do the H2. No, we will move the G8 rook to E7.
E7 पे कैसा आएगा? E7 तो यहाँ पे है.
No, not E7.
G7 बोल रहे हो क्या तुम?
D8
D8. ओके.
yeah
अरे
D8
तुम तो सिर्फ इधर उधर ही भाग रहे हो, 5 मूव हो गए, अभी तक कुछ नहीं हुआ शुभम. चलो ठीक है, नेक्स्ट.
we can make a check on it by the H2 rook to H7
H7. Okay, thank you. I got your rook. शुभम, ये डर होता है बच्चे. ओके, इफ यू प्ले लाइक दिस द वे शुभम मेंशन, राइट. एक बात बताओ, इसमें क्या अचीव किया शुभम? देखो अभी ये खेले.
sir actually we lost one rook
नाउ पे अटेंशन, पे अटेंशन. ओके, यू लॉस्ट रूक. ओके, देखो फर्स्ट मूव खेले, तुम्हारे रुक को थ्रेट आ रहा है, देन यू आर ब्रिंगिंग द सपोर्ट. ओके, नाउ आई प्लेड दिस, you brought the rook here, again I give the threat, second threat in third move. Okay, then you are running away, again threat, fourth threat, third threat, sorry, fourth threat, you are giving check, and the threat is now converted into the capture. Okay, you were just running away, actually you had two rooks. Okay, मतलब आर्मी तुम्हारे पास है और उस सामने वाले का किंग अकेला होने के बावजूद तुमको डरा रहा है. करेक्ट. तो दिस शुड नॉट हैपन, राइट. इफ यू हैव द आर्मी, रशिया के पास में ज्यादा हथियार है, आर्मी है, तो यूक्रेन को डरा रहा है, राइट. ना कि यूक्रेन रशिया को डरा रहा है. करेक्ट. इफ यू नो द वॉर ऑफ रशिया वर्सेस यूक्रेन, in case if you are aware of, kids. Okay, so is the case with this. So here what is expected, देखो आप अगर ऐसे सोचोगे बच्चों, तो इफ यू जस्ट फॉरगेट कि यहाँ पे किंग है. ओके, तो देखो दिस रुक हैज ब्लॉक द लाइन. करेक्ट. देयर इज अनदर रुक व्हिच इज ब्लॉकिंग दिस लाइन. आपको सिर्फ इस किंग को हटाना है यहाँ से और चेक देना है. करेक्ट. चेक मिल गया, ये यहाँ पे आ गया. ठीक है, आप फिर से यहाँ पे आओगे, वो यहाँ पे आएगा. ओके, नाउ द किंग इज आउट ऑफ दिस टू रुक्स पाथ. करेक्ट. जैसे भी अभी ये मूव होंगे, राइट, मेक श्योर दैट यू आर क्लियरिंग द पाथ of the rooks. Okay, now it will come here, give check, it will come here, run away, it will come here, run away. Correct. Now it comes here, check, comes here, waiting move, comes here, checkmate. Okay, so wasn't it fast, kids? If we take this, let me,
yes sir it was one.
देखो, यू माइट आस्क सर पहले किंग को अलग तरीके से नहीं हिला सकते थे क्या? फॉर एग्जाम्पल इसको ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं एक्चुअली. चलो ठीक है, क्या खेलेगा वो? यहाँ पे आएगा. करेक्ट. ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं, रन अवे काइंड ऑफ, राइट. नाउ चेक, यहाँ पे आएगा, रन अवे, यहाँ पे आएगा. तो थोड़ा और वेटिंग मूव करते हैं एक्चुअली, या फिर वेटिंग की यहाँ पे जरूरत ही नहीं, आपको यहाँ से चेक दे सकते हो. कम्स हियर. करेक्ट.
Sir, it is a circle.
यहाँ पे वेट करना पड़ेगा एक्चुअली, तो बेटर वे आप इधर आ जाओ, इधर आ जाओ. चेक, checkmate. Okay, although it takes, yes, 9 to 10 moves it takes, but then there is no risk or no threat to your rooks. Okay, so make sure that both the rooks are in the different files, kids. Okay, files or ranks. Okay, and then the king is not in the route or path of checkmating the opponent king. Okay, is this clear, kids? Arnav Lele, you joined little late, so maybe you want to solve this. How will you checkmate this white king, Arnav?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I will take the rook to f6.
One second, guys. F6. F6 पे कौन आएगा एक्चुअली यहाँ पे?
Yes, Rook.
But why will you give the check? Why do you need to give check? Blocking the line concept first, right? Block the line.
Yes.
Correct. Block the line. If it comes here, play the waiting move. It comes here, checkmate. Simple. Now instead of this, if I follow you, you said you will give check from here. What next you are going to do? I come here.
Yes. So
By
Sir,
the
can I give suggestion?
yes, by the way, this is also not bad move, Arnav. Okay, you can give check from here. It comes here, and it is a checkmate from here. Okay, check comes here, checkmate. Okay, but then kids, if you give the check to me here, I have two choices. Either I can go here or here. So I will choose this one. Now next, what you will do?
Sir, can I give suggestion?
Yes, Arnav. Yes, sure.
Look to H3.
Rook 2.
H3.
Okay, you are blocking the line like this. Okay. Yes.
yes, sir. So I will take the Rook at F2.
Okay, next.
Then I will take at A2.
A2. Okay. Next.
I will take the Rook at H1.
H1 is check and mate. Okay. But then it took a lot of time, right? It was just two movement kids. Block the line. Okay. When it comes here, block the line. When it comes here, wait, goes back, checkmate. Correct?
So
It this was
my
faster.
strategy really easy, sir. We can make the H5 rook go to H2.
Okay.
Then we can make the C. Sir, then we can make it go to H3.
H3.
Yeah, H3.
Now H4.
We will make go to H7.
Ah, okay. You are going far away. Okay. Then
Then we will make the C C6 go to C4. C4.
C4.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what are you achieving? I don't understand. 6 moves already done, Shubham. Why do you make the things complex, Shubham? I mean, regular work as well, you do like this?
Actually, I was going to go for like the H5 to go to H1.
No, but
And then
in general, no,
you can go to
forget about this position, Shubham. In general, let me ask you, the homework which you can finish in 2 lines.
H2.
Listen first, Shubham. I am asking you the general question. The answer of the question in your homework, if you can finish in 2 lines, why will you write in 6 or 7 lines?
Yeah, sir.
You
I
need
was
to be
actually going to go the rook H2.
you need to be specific, right? To the point, specific. Okay, kids, tell me one thing. When you give the question answers, okay, suppose your question is for 1 mark, okay, where you are supposed to write 2 points. Say, for example, what are the benefits of air, for example, okay, or write the table of 2, for example, and 2 marks are there or 1 mark is there for the 2 points. If you write for those 2 points 10 points instead of 2, are you going to get 10 marks extra? Arnav?
No,
No,
no, sir.
right? They will just check the given required 2 points are there within that or not. If they are there, you will get the 1 mark, which was for that question given, right? Even if you write extra and if it is not correct, that is of no use, right? So Shubham, what I want better you to pay attention is the important concept like blocking the line followed by checkmate. It is that simple, kids. Okay. So you just block the line first. As soon as it plays, you block the line. When it comes here, additional one, actually we are waiting. Okay, that's why waiting move. As soon as it comes, checkmate. It is that simple. Okay. So do not complex the things in life, kids. Okay. Try to simplify the things. Okay. Anyways, any questions regarding to rookmate, kids?
No, sir.
This is one of the most common. Okay. When I say common, what it means? In majority of your games, you will end up in this end game position, kids. Okay. When you play the games, most of the times you will end up with 1 king versus 2 rooks plus 1 king. Okay. So if there are no other questions, let me take another study for you. What if, suppose, okay, kids, now suppose you played this, I played this, you played this, and I captured this. Okay. Now this is a different board position, kids, right? Now you are left with only 1 rook. Do you think you can checkmate the opponent king?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can
Okay.
checkmate.
Arav Agrawal, do you think with 1 rook you can checkmate? You do not know? Shubham?
Yes, sir. With the king and the if the king and the
King,
rook
king
both
and the
go
rook.
together, they
Okay.
can make the king.
Yes, king and the
black
rook. Okay, that means in earlier case when we had 2 rooks, okay, we do not ask for the help from the king. Okay, but now this time what happened? Because we lost one of our army soldier. Okay, now what this other rook will say, king, I know you are my boss, but boss, please forgive me. I am alone, not able to checkmate the opponent king. Okay, so I will need your help. Are you with me? So king says, yes, obviously you are fighting for me, right? So I will come. Just let me know when you need my help and accordingly I'll be there. Okay, so first of all, what the rook does, it goes there and tell the king that I will first block that opponent king. Okay, then you come slowly. Take your time, but do come. Okay, take your time, but do come, because I am know that unless and until you are not there, I will not attack on the opponent king. Okay, so he agrees. Okay, he agrees, and then the game starts. Now this king attacked on the rook. As soon as he saw that he comes, enters his border, he tries to attack. Correct. Now he will run away. Correct. Now obviously if the rook is running away this side, the king will obviously start going into this direction and try to capture it again, right? So it will play here. Now tell me, kids, what will you play?
King to
the
E4.
H6 rook to H7. King.
King
King.
to
Okay.
E4.
क्योंकि रुक ने क्या बताया था, बॉस आई विल गो देयर बट यू आल्सो कम. ओके, so king also starts immediately. Okay, so king will start following e4, f5. Okay, now the king comes here. Now what will you play, kids?
King to G5.
No, you don't need to. Okay, what you need to do,
Give the check.
make the rook run away from this king. Okay, Now this king has two choices, either come here or come here. Okay, he will go here. Okay, because if he comes here, what happens, kids? If the king comes here, okay, this is called as opposition. Okay, make a note of this, kids. Okay, this is very important concept. The two kings coming in front of each other, keeping one square distance between them, okay, is called as opposition. Okay, opposition can be in any form, kids. Either it can be horizontal or it
Excuse
can
me,
be
sir.
vertical as well. Yes, Arav?
Um, the मुझे बोलना जो ए 6 का जो रुक था वो जो जब वो F6 पे था तो फिर वो G7 पे जाता.
बोलो.
जो जो X6 वाला था वो G6 पे जाएगा ना.
G6 पे जाके फायदा क्या है? एक्चुअली चेकमेट तो नहीं होगा, राइट? वो फिर से यहाँ पे आएगा, फिर क्या करोगे? फिर से यहाँ से चेक दोगे? आराव,
हाँ.
फिर वो यहाँ पे आएगा, फिर से दोगे, राइट?
तो ड्रॉ हो जाएगा.
हाँ, तो वो नहीं करना है ना, अपने को जीतना है कि ड्रॉ करना है?
जीतना.
You want to win, right? And that is the reason, instead of giving the unnecessary checks, what you need to do, kids, जब पता है कि हम कुछ कर नहीं सकते, right? So as soon as it comes here, the rook runs away. Okay, the king asks the rook that I don't want to come and help you, okay, here, because we have some different plan. So rook says, okay boss, I will run away, and the rook runs away. Okay, now the opponent king says, oh, he is again running in that direction, let me go and capture him. Okay, but then he forgets that, oh man, the opponent king is also now near the border. Okay, he already entered into our territory. This is their territory, kids, right? Up to 1 to 4 is Indian army, 5 to 8 Pakistan army, right? Correct. Now this is the border of
Yes, sir.
Pakistan. We entered already. Okay, we already entered there, and now we want to capture this Imran Khan. Correct. Or whoever that Bajwa, or I mean, sorry, not Bajwa, whoever is the army chief of his country, Pakistan country. Okay, so we want to capture him. Now what our army chief is saying?
Capture him in
Okay.
the corners of the border, sir.
Yes. Now as soon as he comes here, kids, this is called as opposition. Okay. Opposition का मतलब क्या होता है पता है आपको, kids? When both the kings come in front of each other, keeping one square distance between them. Okay, by the way, it is mandatory to keep one square distance. If you do not keep, what will happen? The other king will capture you. Correct? By the way, keeping the king here is illegal. You cannot keep the king like this. Okay, it is considered as illegal move. Okay, so when such position appears, this is called as opposition. And as soon as the king enters into opposition, okay, when the king came from here to here, that is called as the black king entered into opposition. Sorry, the black king entered into opposition. Okay, क्योंकि वो सामने आया, अपना किंग गया क्या उसके सामने? नहीं, वो खुद सामने आया. ओके, सो व्हेन ही एंटर्स इनटू अपोजिशन, नाउ यू कैन गिव चेक, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि अगर इसने यहाँ से भागने की कोशिश की तो मेरा किंग यहाँ पे खड़ा है, वो संभाल लेगा. करेक्ट? आपको कॉन्फिडेंस है, राइट? दैट्स द रीजन नाउ यू गिव चेक. नाउ लेट मी टेल यू किड्स, नाउ इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस, अगर आप अभी करते तो क्या होगा? If suppose the king comes here and not here, and now if you give check, what will happen?
King will
भाग जाएगा.
king will run away.
Correct? The king will try to run away. Okay, and that is the reason you need to wait for the opponent's king to enter into opposition. Okay. Okay, so as soon as it comes, then you give check. Okay, sorry, then you give check. Okay, and then it will come either here or here or here, right? Let's consider all the positions. If it comes here, what you do, you just move the king. Okay, here. Why not here, kids? Because if you enter into opposition, he will again run out of opposition. Okay, so you play here. If he goes here, you come here. Now he has no choice but to come into opposition, right? And as I said, as soon as the opponent king enters into opposition, give the check, and now this time it is check and mate. Correct?
Sir, I thought the only way to make checkmate is to like bring the king into the corner.
No,
The
no, no,
black
no.
king into
Not
a corner.
necessary actually in the corner. Okay.
But now
Now,
I know there's a different way.
yes, this is in the last rank. We are checkmating the king, kids. Okay. So in case of one rook mate, kids, one rook mate is little complex as compared to that of two rooks mate. Two rook mate is much easier, kids. Two rook mate is much easier than one rook mate, because at that point of time you have two rooks, okay, to play with each other and to make the opponent king checkmated. But in case of one rook mate, one rook is not sufficient to checkmate. Okay, so what the rook says to the king, my king, now our entire army is gone. I am the only soldier of your in the war remaining. Okay, now if you want to win, okay, if you want me to capture the opponent's king, uh, I want your help. Okay, if you want me to checkmate the opponent king, I want your help, and for that purpose you need to come. Okay, so king decides to come. Okay, and they do two things. The white rook, he put the blocks the line. Okay, blocks the line so that the opponent's king will not run away. Then our king comes and put the opponent's king into opposition. As soon as it comes into opposition, you give the check, start bringing it to the corner or the last line actually, and then deliver the checkmate. Okay, on this notes, kids, we will stop here for today. I will send some homework to you. Okay, throughout the week you can solve that and send it back to me, kids. Okay, we will stop here for today. Thank you, kids. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Excuse me, teacher.
Bye.
I want to say,
Bye,
can
sir.
I check my one move? We should put a H7 rook to A8, so it is a check and match.
Bye bye, Arav. Correct.